Good morning. My name is Sean Dex and I'm back to you yet again with another Bitcoin USD analysis video. In yesterday's video, we talked about how it was probably going to be an important day. We were closing a 2-day, a 3-day, all towards the end of the week. So we were expecting an important move. And looks like we got that important move today. We'll be talking about that in today's video. And we'll also be talking about Ethereum and LTC. We'll be putting timestamps in the links underneath below, so if you're interested, go ahead and use those. That being said, let's get back on over to Bitcoin. Here we have Bitcoin on the USD chart. We'll turn on our drawing tools now, cause hey, what have we been talking about for the past more than a week now, right? Initially, we were talking about this huge ascending triangle that was being put together on the daily, the 2-day, as well as the 3-day, right? We got the break to the upside. And now, guys, think about what was being discussed over the past few days. We were saying that we were expecting a retest of the 8,200 level on the daily breakout, right? There was one of two ways that retest could happen. Either we get an immediate retest or time-space retest. Basically, we put in some time and some space and then get the retest after. And looks like we got that today. But hey, we weren't just closing a daily. We were also closing a 2-day as well as a 3-day. Now, if you go ahead and look at the 2-day, and if you guys remember from all of last week, we were saying that, hey, we were waiting for Bitcoin to either close a daily above 8,200 or a 2-day above 8,000. Now, on the daily, going back to the daily for a quick sec, on the daily, we got the break over 8,200 and we got the retest today and we closed above 8,200. Brilliant. But we also closed the 2-day, right? What does Bitcoin do for us? For all the 2-day players, we got the break over the 2-day chart, put in some time, put in some space, and got the retest of the 8,000 level. We broke over 8,000 level on the 2-day. So we got the break over 8,000, got the retest of the 8,000. Brilliant. But hey, we also closed a 3-day candle. So let's go ahead and look at the 3-day. And now here we have the break over 8,200-ish, and what do you know? We got the immediate retest of the 8,200 level and closed above it. And this is goddamn beautiful to me. It just all lined up so perfectly. You couldn't ask for something better. Because think about it. On your daily, you got the break of the 8,200 level ascending triangle and got the retest of the 8,200 after putting time and space, right? On the 2-day, you got the break, right? Got the time space and got the retest of the 8,000 level, because on the 2-day we were watching the 8,000 level and look how perfect that is. And on the 3-day you got an immediate retest of the 8,200 level as well. So it all lined up, guys, and we were looking for this move. If you guys think back to our daily time frames as well as the lower time frames, we took a trade, right, from around 8,400 to 8,600, and those kind of trades, when they go in your favor, it's so tempting to hold them as long trend trades. But hey, we have to be disciplined. We closed that because we were expecting a dip and a retest of the 8,200 level. We got it, we bought it, and now we're expecting a move on and upward. Will it happen for sure? Of course not. But hey, you got to play the probability when the probability is in your favor. You plan your trades and you execute on them when they are given to you on a platter. All right, so what else do we want to talk? Okay, quickly on the daily. If you guys think back to last night, some of you on Mango Telegram were live with me when this happened, right? We got the break to the upside. We got the break up to the upside pretty aggressive. We went all the way up to 9,000-ish. But I said, hey guys, be careful. Wait for the confirmation. Wait for either volume confirmation or wait for the daily close, the candle to close. You could have even waited for a couple of 4-hour candles to close as your early confirmation. Don't front run this move. And what do you know? It got sold into almost immediately. That was my big sign, my first big sign that we are likely to get that retest that I've been expecting for a while, because this is a classic move, right? And we discussed this just yesterday that, hey, we're likely to draw in all the breakout traders over here, right? The market movers draw on all the breakout traders, trap them in the trade, get all their liquidity, take the move to the downside, then liquidate them, get their liquidity over here too, and get in and get in all the people who are panic selling too. And I'm pretty sure we had a lot of panic sellers over here getting out of their BTC trades. And what do you know? It comes and has a beautiful daily close, a 2-day close, as well as a 3-day close. Now going back on over to our daily, let's go ahead and turn on our emails and see what we have here. I've actually not looked at these yet, but I'm pretty sure we've closed above the 10 SMA. And yes, did we? Is that? Yeah, we did. We had a perfect close over the 10 SMA. Now it's going to be interesting to see how today pans out, right? It looks like we're living underneath the 10 SMA right now. But hey, this horizontal over here, these two zones over here, that's what I'm looking for. If we close above that, we'll also be closing above the 10 SMA as well. So that'll be a very, very strong move for me. The fact that we closed above the 10 SMA already, as well as the horizontals on all the time frames, the daily, the 2-day, and the 3-day, is strong enough for me to take that trade. Does it have to pan out? No. If we close underneath the daily, I'll probably be looking to reposition in this red box zone over here that we discussed. And remember guys, going back to what we discussed just yesterday, this is basically another version of what happened over here. Over here we broke to the upside, right? We got the retest to the downside, retest of the ascending triangle. Okay, over here we had the time space retest, and over here we got the immediate retest. As Bitcoin matures on its chart, you're going to see these kind of things happen, because we're going to be playing on higher and higher time frames. Over here it was being played on the daily. Over here on the 3-day we got the immediate retest, and then what happens right after? We get the break to the downside to draw on all the liquidity, and then onward and upward. Now again over here, we're going to have to be patient. Even if we get these kind of candles where it looks like Bitcoin is stuttering, if they are indecision candles, I'm okay with that. Because when you see indecision, you're likely to just move up in favor of the trend. Like we had over here, indecision, moved up in favor of the trend. Doesn't need to happen for sure. Of course not, man. Of course not. If I have to take the loss, I'll take the loss and reposition. If we break this red box to the downside, the next zone to be looking for is around 6,100, 6,200-ish. But hey, if we do break that as well, I know I'll have to really reconsider our trades on Bitcoin, and maybe start repositioning for downside moves moving forward. But we'll talk about that when we cross that bridge. For now, I'm looking for moves to the upside. I'm going to stick with the trend. My major level before I start to reconsider is this red box over here. Oops, I'll just go ahead and do that again. So until then, Bitcoin is looking fine to me. Let's go ahead and look at the 3-day again. Let's turn on our Ichimoku, because that's where we've been taking our trades ever since we started playing as well. We started on the monthly, right? And then, okay, here we go. Again, Bitcoin's looking fine, right? This is a brand new 3-day candle, and this one over here, this 3-day candle over here, right? Look at that. We didn't even take out the bottom of the previous 3-day candle. If we had done that, I'd have been a little concerned. For now, however, it looks good. This looks like the bulls defended this perfectly. I mean, let's go back on over to our daily and look at this zone over here that we were looking at, right? These two guys, we closed above both of them, and to me, that again, like, the sign of strength, guys. We came, tested the bottom of the triangle, almost got there, and bounced and closed above the triangle, this ascending triangle again, guys. So again, if we do break this zone here to the downside, I'll be looking for a move to the Tenkin-ish, lines up with this red box as well. If we don't bounce there, the Kijun, and well, I could go ahead and draw another box over here, because that does look like a interesting zone, right? This zone is our next zone, but honestly, if we do break this, we'll have to revisit the situation. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, however, Bitcoin's looking good on the daily, the 2-day. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly. What we have over here, and we'll turn on our EMAs again. Okay, so it's beginning to all line up, right? It's beginning to all line up. If Bitcoin breaks the zone, okay, 8,234-ish or probably 8,000-ish on the weekly to the downside, we can gun for a move to 6,200 to 5,600, this box over here, if Bitcoin closes the weekly underneath 8,000-ish, just to round that off. Okay, cool. So that's Bitcoin for us for today. Let's talk about Ethereum now, because Ethereum did something really interesting, right? And we've been talking about this for a while. Ethereum, you son of a... Okay, let's go ahead and turn on our Ichimoku and see what's going on over here. We'll take off all our drawing tools to make it look clearer. For a while now, Ethereum has been harassed by the 200 MA on the 2-day chart, where we've been playing it, right? Rejected, and well, it's been more than a week now. And yesterday, for almost the entirety of this 2-day candle, it looked like we are finally going to break the 2-day 200 MA to the upside. But what did I say? I'm like, guys, it's not, it's too early to get excited, because a lot can happen in a few hours. And what do you know? We come and close underneath it, and we close well underneath it, even though we're living above it, right? All the way, we got to 290. We got to 290, and where do we close? 254. Our 200 MA is at 270, right? We were living $20 above it, and we closed $20 underneath it. That's another rejection on Ethereum. And if you look at the daily and turn on your EMAs, right? Ethereum closed underneath the 10 SMA. We got a perfect test of the 21 EMA, so that's not bad. We didn't break that, right? But it closed underneath the 10 SMA, while Bitcoin, on the other hand, closed above the 10 SMA. So to me, for now, Bitcoin is looking stronger than Ethereum, right? And it has been for a while. Ethereum was picking up some momentum, and Bitcoin comes in and ruins the party. And that's funny, I was going to name yesterday's Bitcoin video. I was going to name it, is it Ethereum's time, or is Bitcoin going to crash the party again? What do you know? Bitcoin does what it always does and crashes the party. But hey, guys, we are going to be patient. Patience has paid off for us, because we've been in this trade since 134, got shook out a little bit over here, de-risked some of our position, got back in, and now we're riding the trend again. If I have to get shook out again, I'll get shook out, I'll de-risk, and then ride the trend when the signs are clear again. For now, however, we are holding on. I was just like you guys. Many of you guys PM me and asked me, hey, should I be buying Ethereum? Should I be buying Ethereum? I said no. Wait for confirmation. I was looking to add to my position as long as we broke the 2-day to the upside on the Ichimoku chart, right? But we didn't. We were held back by this 2-day, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. If I had front-run myself and bought yesterday, right, I would have been trapped now. I would have been trapped, and I would have been in a position where I was forced to de-risk a good trade. I'm still in a good trade regardless of this. But if I had bought early yesterday, I would have been in a bad position suddenly. Okay, so one of two things could have happened yesterday, right? Ethereum could have just kept going up and up and up and up and not given you a chance to buy. And if that happens, so be it. You're better off not losing than front running your trading plan. But hey, again, that is my trading plan. This is not financial advice. You got to trade your trading plan, right? I'm just hoping that I can share my thoughts and my opinions on how the market should be played and how I'm playing it, and hopefully you guys can learn in the long run from these videos. But again, none of this is financial advice. You got to come up with your trading plan, because your financial goals are your financial goals. Okay, cool. That's the theme for us. We got to be patient now. Let's go ahead and look at LTC today. Okay, we haven't looked at LTC in a while, right? So we'll start with LTC USD, I guess. I think I already have it here. Let's go ahead. Yeah, so LTC USD. Take out all our drawing tools, put on our drawing tools, and clear out all the indicators. What do we have? Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so we talked about this cup and handle, right? How it's going to break to the upside. And again, we talked about how it is likely to come and retest this handle over here. This was over here when LTC was looking really strong at around 117, 118-ish. We were expecting a retest of this cup and handle. And I said that would be a good buy zone, but I would not be a buyer there. I would be a buyer over here at around 101-ish on this horizontal. And what do you know? We came and tested this horizontal and closed above this neckline, right? Which is, to me, another sign of strength. This is a sign of strength. Tested a major level, closed above another major level, right? Now it looks like it's consolidating around this level here. We do not want to see it break to the downside. We want to see it break above these two horizontals here. These two guys that we were talking about, that it initially broke to the upside. If we break there, I'd be bullish on LTC again. I'm still kind of bullish on LTC. I'm not in a trade, I'm not in this trade. Some of you think I'm in this trade. I'm not. I got 3 people asking me about that. I'm not in this trade, so I'm not as familiar with LTC as I am with Ethereum and BTC, just to put that out there. I'll be expecting a move to the upside. 142, honestly, probably above and beyond our level there. Yeah, 172 if we do break to the upside. But hey, these things take its time, and I wonder if we're doing something like this. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't see this before. I don't know if we are. Let me see. Yeah, we might be doing something like this. So we might be doing something like this, right? It's like a rising wedge, and actually this is a classic bearish move. If we break to the downside, right, you break the wedge to the upside, you draw on this liquidity, over here, then break back into the triangle and make a huge move to the downside. What would that measured move be? We could take, let's be conservative a little bit. Let's do this, right? These things don't need to be exact. Yeah, oh man, lines up perfectly with this horizontal here, does it not? Yep, you see this here? You see this here? That's confluence, man. So we have to watch out for this, right? We have to watch out for this. Why? Because if LTC breaks back into this triangle, I'd be bearish on this, and because this, by the way, a rising wedge is actually a bearish formation. Okay, it's actually a bearish formation. But in an uptrend, I really don't care what's bearish, what's bullish. If it breaks to the upside, it could keep going because the trend is your friend. At the end of the day, the trend always wins. I'm not a pattern expert as much as I'm a trend expert. It's easier to be a trend expert, and I always pick the easy path. Anyways, if we break back into a triangle, I'll be expecting a break to the downside. And if we break to the downside, we are looking at around $60. And think about it. LTC is one of the market leaders, right? If LTC breaks to the downside, I'll be expecting BTC also to be making a major move to the downside. So this chart is something that we'll be keeping an eye on. Speaking of BTC, let's go ahead and look at LTC BTC now. Again, I do have that already over here. So let's go ahead and look at the daily. Okay, so LTC is on the BTC chart. Yeah, so we talked about this horizontal here, right? How I think we were playing this on the Ichimoku. Yeah, we were playing this on the Ichimoku. Yeah, okay, yeah. LTC is actually doing exactly what we had forecasted. I think on this candle here, we said if we don't break into the Ichimoku, we're probably going to consolidate between the cloud and this horizontal here. And looks like we're doing exactly that. So there's not much to talk about, right? It's consolidating against BTC. We don't let this candle fool you. Just like these candles over here, this horizontal is being respected until the daily closes underneath this horizontal. LTC is fine and is putting a consolidation formation and may very well break up to the upside against BTC. But if we close this to the downside, I'll be expecting a retest of the Tenkin at the very least. However, for now, LTC looking fine. Don't have any reason to be bearish, but don't have much reason to be bullish on this just yet either, which is why I'm not playing this trade. But like I said, we do have this double bottom kind of formation. We do have the 200 MA coming in underneath as support as well. The Tenkin is over here. Let's go ahead and look at where the 21 EMA is, and it's moving aggressively to the upside. So we may get that. We already got the retest over here, to be honest. I don't know whether you guys will get lucky and get that retest over here, but hey, maybe. That's LTC BTC. We have LTC USD as well. We talked about it. Let's look at LTC USD on the 1 week actually. Let's see how that is playing out. 1 week, and turn off our indicators. Oh, it's holding. Okay, this looks good to me, man. This actually looks really good to me. LTC is looking strong. Like I said, as long as we hold that cup and handle formation or that horizontal, whatever you get, however you guys want to play it, there's this ton of ways you could be reading this, as long as it's going up, right? If you're bullish on this, of course. So yeah, to me, LTC looks good, but again, I'm not in this trade, guys. I might get in. I don't know. I'm not in yet. I'll let you guys know if I do. Okay, full transparency. And I'm not ashamed to take losses. So if I do take a loss, I'll let you guys know, man. Like, to be honest, I'm always looking to take my losses, because when I start getting ashamed of my losses is when I start taking bigger losses, right? Because I'm not only ashamed of telling people that I've taken a loss, but I also am ashamed of telling myself that I've taken a loss. And that's how you don't end up taking your losses quicker. Okay, that's LTC for today. I am gonna end this video quicker than usual. We talked about LTC, we talked about Ethereum, we talked about BTC. A quick recap, by the way, on BTC. We should do that. BTC USD. Let's go ahead and just use our Yeah, so BTC is looking constructive as we discussed. We are looking for an upward move, and we are looking basically for us to close the daily above these two horizontals over here. If we do, we're going to probably move onward and upward. However, again, we've been playing BTC on the 2-day as well as the 3-day. So I'm going to start looking at those time frames for my confirmation on whether I get out of my trades or not. And for now, the 2-day, the 3-day, as well as the daily, as well as the weekly, they're all looking really constructive. If we put in indecision candles here, I'm still going to be staying in my trade, because I'll be looking for a move to the upside eventually. Am I looking for it right away? No. Could we bounce right away? We very well could, but we could put in some time sideways before we do that. So just keep an eye out for that. However, if we do break aggressively to the downside and break this red box over here, I'd be changing my tune on BTC being bullish in the midterm, right? Because we could very well come and test the weekly supports at around this region, the 6.1k to 5.6ish, 5.8ish. So hey, if that happens, we'll position for that, right? We have to take it one step at a time. As for Ethereum, let's go ahead and look at Ethereum. On the 2-day, we are waiting for us to break the 200 MA that we discussed, but on the daily, this red box has been again a region of resistance that Ethereum has been failing to break. We did get all the way to the top over here, but wasn't able to crack it again, which is why I wasn't looking to add any positions until we break this region. What do you know, it did turn out to be resistance. What I don't want to see Ethereum do is break down below the 234 region. If we do break underneath 234, I will be de-risking some of my trade, and then we'll discuss as to what we'd be looking for moving forward. After that, we'll take it again step by step, but 234 is the level that I'd be keeping an eye out, where I'd be wary for the trade. Okay, that's Ethereum. We just discussed LTC, so no need to do a recap there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. For now, trade safely, trade stress free. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So throw it a like, throw it a subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.